in the toughest group that we have here, probably throughout the entire Intel World Open on all regions. This is probably the toughest group. And for Saudi Arabia to come up against France here, let's see what they are capable of. Do they have the mental fortitude to show what they are capable of? Because I think in the game that we saw earlier on against Germany, I don't think we saw the fullest potential of what Saudi Arabia is capable of.
There are two things that Rocket League esports fans have wanted to see now for years. They've wanted to see Realize and his Japanese counterparts make that push into the international scene. We saw what they could do just yesterday in the Asia Mainland Championship. And now we're seeing what Sandrock Gaming, what Saudi Arabia can do now on this stage. This is the other team that everybody wants to see make that leap into the greater international scene. Boy, what an entrance it would be if they get swept by Germany and then manage to pull this off as K-Dop's in an awkward spot, but Ahmad could not beat him.
Would be quite something, but they are looking to make France feel a little bit awkward, but that might be awkward, and it goes in off of Khaled. Oh, disaster strikes early for the Saudis.
You have to guess at where this is going to end up. A little panic jump.
Turn it off, turn it off.
And that is the worst goal that Fairy Peak is going to score in this tournament. Here goes Ahmad looking for a little redemption on behalf of Saudi Arabia. And he did get this ball through to the corner, but it's won away by France. K-Dop shot a little wide, and then Senzo meets up with Alpha as a lot of demos come out here. Ahmad also getting Fairy Peak, but they could not capitalize on that advantage. They had a 3-on-1 technically. Nobody could get the ball, and now France is back at full strength.
I mean, I said earlier, that was Netherlands' strategy against France, and it seemed to work quite well for them up to a point. If Saudi Arabia can do the same, it might throw France a little bit off kilter, might tilt them a little bit as well. But here comes Fairy for his second of the game, fifth of the day. France are just all over Saudi Arabia right now.
Well, it's about time Fairy Peak earned a goal in this game.
Hey,
that's a pretty good one. Going up over Ahmad, and it's France up 2-0 now on Saudi Arabia as the Sandrock Gaming side, Saudi Arabia, watches their hopes in this series start to fade a little bit. It is only game one of this best of five. K-Dop almost made it 3-0.
I mean, when France are getting chances like that at the start of game number one of a best of five series, it's going to be a long one if you're a fan of the Saudi Arabian side, although Ahmed with a demo onto Fairy Peak relieves that pressure just for the moment, but K-Dop's so cool under pressure there. I think he got spawn killed off of that as well. They know Fairy Peak is going to be one of the biggest threats off this French team. I mean, when you take the biggest threat off, you've still got K-Dop and Alpha sitting right there.
The problem is, Fairy Peak doesn't need to be anywhere near the ball to ultimately get a goal, as we saw in the opening goal of this series.
And bends his opponents to his mind control. Right at something like, you talk now.
Yeah, okay, sure, I got you. Here goes Ahmad as Alpha pops that away. He'll take it himself. Got around two. Senzo couldn't take him out, but he is still right there to help out in support defensively. And now Ahmad intercepted by Alpha. Inside 2 minutes here. Saudi Arabia looking to get anything going offensively. They've not had many quality looks at the French net. Khaled coming on, and there's K-Dop. High man wins this time as he gets the challenge downfield. Alpha got that to go.
No, he didn't.
Actually, he just and you feel bad for the defender watching this because you're like, okay, he's clearly going to get it, but once again, Fairy Peak scores without being anywhere near the goal.
And I think Senzo was trying to read Alpha's touch and expecting him maybe to go a little bit higher and redirect that towards the top corner, but no, it just completely whiffs. And I know you feel bad for the defenders. I feel bad for Alpha because he's still not scored today. He's 0 for 22 coming into this series.
He doesn't even have an assist in this one so far. Fairy Peak has scored 2 goals while he's sitting on the other half of the field. That's incredible. He's got a hat trick in this game. A natural hat trick, in fact, as he is the only scorer as France leads 3-0. Alpha tries, but again, he's not Fairy Peak, so Khaled has to save.
Only Fairy Peak is allowed to score in this one.
That's one hell of a handicap to put yourself against here, isn't it? Very
Oh, there we
Did
go.
he do it again? No.
No,
Here comes
Alpha.
Alpha. No, he's denied again.
Oh, I just want Alpha to get one goal on today. That says what? I don't know what shot count he's on just now. I guess we're about to find out. 3, so he's 0-25 on the day. I mean, you talked about the Netherlands' lack of efficiency. How about Alpha here?
Oh my goodness, he could score his next...
There's another.
He could score in his next 15 shots and still be under 50%. All right.
Oh,
well,
not a great day for Alpha. But hey, it's a good day for France as well right now. I mean, Alpha has still been a key part of this offense, just putting his team in good positions and letting letting Fairy Peak and K-Dop do all the work.
Alpha, oh, what a win. But O'Khaled should have had this, and boy, he took his sweet time with it. Of course, not much sense of urgency here for Saudi Arabia in game 1. Not enough time to get all 3 back. And it is looking like a shutout for France, as Saudi Arabia has struggled offensively so far today. And yes, Alpha is indeed left off the scoreboard. 0-3 to France in game 1.
Yeah, there was no real way through there for Saudi Arabia at all. All the shots coming out. Only 3 shots from Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, France put up 11, 12, 13. Unlucky for some, but France, they've got all the luck on their side right now. I know Fairy Peak, well, he got 3 goals and maybe even didn't need that last shot. He got 2 goals. Well, he got 1 goal just by mind control.
Fairy Peak scored 1 goal while he was anywhere near the net. The other 2, one went off of O'Khaled, which was just kind of not a good look at all, and then the other goes in off of Alpha's fake. So,
by the way, can I just point out as well what a flex it is for France to rock all the RLCSX champion.
Yes,
game.
Of course.
It's got a. You load into the lobby and you just see those blue titles like, oh no, what have I got myself in?
Yeah, right. You know, they could also, of course, wear their World Championship tags. Except Alpha.
Except Alpha, yeah.
You know,
well,
just saying.
They just want to include Alpha, you know. He's
hasn't won a World Championship. Hasn't scored a goal today. Like, come on, man. Like, pick it up.
Oh, come on, man. He's not even won a World Championship. What are you doing, Alpha? What are you doing on this team, honestly?
Unbelievable. Well, hey, a win's a win. They will take it as France up 1-0 in the series over Saudi Arabia. What that means for them now, of course, they won 3-2 in their previous series against the Netherlands. Great series that was as well. Encourage you to go back and watch it when we're all done here, if you haven't had enough Rocket League. And
never have too much stacks. There's plenty more still to come. We got the Americas coming up later as well.
Yes, you do. So you got a +2 game differential for them right now. So you take that.
Okay.
You look at everybody else on +1 after having played 2 series already. So France having this one in hand. Yeah, do the math.
I'll write it down.
There you go. Good job. France comes out on top here. They put themselves really in the driver's seat, especially if they do it 3-0. Because while it wouldn't confirm them for top 2 going into tomorrow's knockout bracket, it would certainly put them in a spot where they almost couldn't possibly blow that lead.
So what I've got out of that is a squared equals b plus c.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What you've...
I tried to math.
No. So what you do here is you carry this number right here.
All right, okay.
And so, Alpha still has no goals.
He's 126. Oh, Alpha, mate. Oh.
I think if you gave me 26 shots on this field, I probably would not get anything near the net either. So.
Yeah, so we can't say anything, to be quite honest.
I think I could say I would do as good as Alpha.
There you go. You can sub-stacks into Vitality.
Oh, he almost scored there.
Sign this, man.
Stopped him.
Do it, you cowards.
Oh, Khaled blocked by K-Dop on a one-on-one breakaway. Something's got to give, right? The guy's got to score.
He's got to. He's been so prolific throughout the RLCS as well, as his K-Dop doesn't manage to sink that one in the back of the net. But I think it's going to be a matter of time until Alpha scores. I reckon he just might make up for it all in one fell swoop. 20 goals straight, bang, 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 bang.
I don't know about that. If this were the rival series, I would absolutely believe that Alpha could score 20 goals in a row. Here goes O'Khaled, setting one up for Senzo. As Saudi Arabia, all business here. Scoreless after the first minute here against France. Alpha to Fairy Peak.
Oh.
And this time Alpha gets the assist to go to his stat line as Fairy Peak adds yet another.
and building from the back line again. And every time Saudi Arabia see two French players coming down the field like that, they just quake in their boots. They have absolutely no idea where this ball is going to end up, but this time it ends up in the hands of Ferry Peak and right in the back of the net.
Ferry Peak has scored 4 times. France has scored 4 times. He is the Alpha and the Omega. Now K-Dop adds one. So that breaks Ferry Peak's streak as K-Dop gets his first goal of the series. But it's more of the same in this series as France continues to score early and at will against Saudi Arabia.
Hasn't broken Alpha's streak yet, unfortunately.
No, it is not.
But yeah, scoring early and often for France, that is their game plan. And Saudi Arabia, I think when you're a team who you know you're going to get outmatched, although Ahmed, finds one through there. Who missed this on the corner? I think it was K-Dop. Yeah, it just rotates back, goes up for it, and just missed. Oh yeah, he was just a fraction too late. Not being able to read that one. And as the Middle Eastern kickoff champion of Ahmed.
A year ago this week.
Yeah, a year ago. Is it a year ago this week?
It was a year ago this week. Yeah, APL tweeted it out. I actually think a year and 2 days ago, maybe 3. Yeah.
And
what a great moment that was.
That was a good tournament as well.
It really was.
And that's the, if you're not, like I was saying earlier, if you're not overly familiar with the Saudi Arabian team, Sandrock Gaming, they have been the kings of the region for about 2 or 3 years now. No one has been able to knock them off in that region in a major competition. The kickoff, this time last year. A couple of months ago, you had the APL Nationals as well. They took the Saudi Arabian crown as well. So these guys are the top of the crop when it comes to the Middle East. But top of the crop in Europe right now is France, and certainly proven why they are the kings of the castle.
It's a playmaker for Alpha. You give him that, right?
Hey, well done, Alpha.
The challenge, he got that in front. Ferry Peak there. He did have to dump that down in. It was not going to go in on its own. So Ferry Peak touches that under the bar. France up 3-1. He has scored 5 out of the 6 goals for France.
And Alpha's 0-30 now. What do you what number shot?
That many shots?
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's had 27 shots coming into this game. He's got 3 here now. He's 0-27, man. What number shot?
Yeah.
Which shot do you reckon Alpha scores on?
34th.
34. I'll go 37.
Okay.
I'll go 37.
What's he on right now?
He's on 30 exactly.
Okay. Chad, help me out here. 34, I think 34 is a good guess. Khaled's shot blocked away by Alpha. He's making his presence felt in other ways on the pitch. You know what's going to happen. His 34th shot is going to be on an open net, and Ferry Peak's going to come in and...
yeah, he's just going to swat it away, saying, no, you're not allowed to score today, Alpha. No, this is your role. You want to pass to me? Yes, absolutely.
Know your role.
Know your role, and shut your mouth.
Here goes Senzo. Just could not follow this play up. So Alpha has it out of the corner. Only Khaled to beat in a full tank of boost.
Come on, Alpha.
Khaled stuffs him. Now Ferry Peak trying to force that through to K-Dop. The Saudi Arabian defense holds. Now Senzo's got to get onto this quickly and got a little bump off of Ferry Peak. Ahmad can't get to this either. Ferry Peak another powerful clear near the mark. Look, we can't have Ferry Peak scoring more goals while he's on the other half of the field, okay?
Oh, it feels so bad for Saudi Arabia if you just see. You don't even need Ferry Peak on the field. He could just be, he'd burst out of this arena, go sit in the crowd with the eggs, and he'd still be credited with a goal somehow.
K-Dop. Oh, swatted out of the way by Ferry Peak. And a chance now for Saudi Arabia to get one back here and maybe get back into this game. More importantly, back into the series. Alpha had that through. It's an open net, and he tries to pass it back to K-Dop. This still could be trouble. Alpha has to rush back. He did get a full tank of boost on the way, then ran into Ahmad. Now Senzo trying to force this through. Khaled came up just a little late. He couldn't commit to the play with his teammates so far forward. And as a result, the lead remains 2 for France.
Well, I will say, exactly, you bring up a good point. It's only a 2-goal lead for France right now. They've had so many chances to extend their lead and push Saudi Arabia deeper into a pit of despair. They cannot get past, they just cannot finish. When they get to three goals, France just seemingly can't put the 4th in, and they're giving a chance now to Ahmed. He drops it down, Senzo on the follow-up. Where's Khaled? He's so far back, and Alpha's able to clear.
You know, being that far back when you've watched an attack just about die out in ones, yeah, sure, but Well, you're down 2, about to go down 2 in the series. I think Khaled's got to be up forward a little bit more. I know you need the boost, but unfortunately, Saudi Arabia drops a 5th game in a row, this time by at least 2 goals. K-Dub, can Alpha actually get one on the board? No,
nope.
He can't. Never.
No, he can't. Maybe Senzo might get one here, and Ahmed goes up for it as well. Maybe consolation prize at this point, but nope.
No. I was going to cover Alpha.
If Alpha's only goal today came off of an own goal at 0 seconds, I would walk off this set right now. I'd be done. Get me on a plane back to Glasgow. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, but for Saudi Arabia, like you said, when Khaled goes back, yes, you need the boost, but at that point you take the percentage play. You go up and try and get a challenge in and maybe get a shot off towards net, maybe steal a couple of boost pads on your way up, but you've got to play high pressure, especially against a France team who's been so efficient on their back line.
Well, that's going to be gut check time now for Saudi Arabia because, again, they go to 0-6, and I don't know, do quick math here. You would have 2 other teams on +1 each.
Yeah.
So if they go to 0-6, I think they'd be eliminated.
I think it's over for them. Yeah. If they are to lose this last game.
They go to -3, and nobody else can get that low, even if they get swept. So, that is a rough spot to be in now for Saudi Arabia. That's why we said if they can't beat France, they at least have to get a win or 2 to give themselves a shot going into their next series. Of course, they're going to play all of their series today. We'll have France and Germany tomorrow. What a closeout to Group B that is.
It's a spicy matchup.
It really is.
Very spicy matchup. And like we said, it could be for number 1 in the group, and getting the easier matchup to open up your playoff run. That could make all the difference. But right here at the start of game number 3, he might not have any goals on the board, but Alpha has a crucial save, and Saudi Arabia, man, they wanted to open up quickly. That's not the way to do it.
Well, Ahmad will try again as Saudi Arabia, a couple players went out, came back, maybe a little placebo effect, a little restart. See if they can restart their engines in this series and get into the series.
Just an update, Alpha's 0-31 now. 31, just to keep you updated on that.
Oh, the poor guy. You're bullying him.
I'm sorry.
That one, not
I went hard on Tox in the last one for some silly plays that he had. I've got to keep track of that. I mean, we've got our wager
going. You are an equal opportunity bully.
You said 34, I said 37 before he gets one. Okay.
Yes. I'll write them down. Just
you write it down. Write it down.
Now, I don't know if you can count to 37, but we'll see.
Scottish education is not unlikely.
Okay. We'll need some help from Tylacto, literal rocket scientist. Senzo missed that ball. Ahmad started to come up, and now he's going to rush back, and he denies Alpha. Not counting as a shot,
count it as a shot.
Yeah.
That will count as a shot in his mind. He'll be just getting so frustrated. But look at Senzo now bringing the frustration to France's defense, but they stay cool, calm, and collected. And the frustration still continues to build for the Saudi Arabian squad as K-Dub, he slots it past Ahmed. And this might be the writing on the wall here, Stacks.
Yeah, you get Senzo bumped away, Khaled demolished, and that left Ahmad the only one back who just could not get there in time. It's physical play out of France this time. That gives them a 1-0 lead, and it may be enough to give them a 2-0 record in a deadly Group B.
To go top of Group B is great as all these teams have been. To go top of the group after day number 1. Obviously, France's day is done. After this, they'll play their 3rd and final game in the group stage. Second game tomorrow on our broadcast. Make sure you follow the stream for that.
There goes Senzo. He's got Khaled. This is what you want to see out of the Saudi Arabian side as the ball pinballs around. You had a man also forward going for a demolition, so Saudi Arabia was completely selling out on that attack. They were willing to send the house to try and get one on the board here against France. I like that change in aggressiveness, but they have to be careful.
But that's what we said at the end of the last game. Khaled just sat back when it was 3-1, trying to... You had Senzo and Ahmad just upfield trying to force an issue, and Khaled was sat back collecting boost with like 10 seconds to go. I like this new aggression from Saudi Arabia. It might pay dividends for them, and as Ahmad shoots again, K-Dop stops it yet again.
Alpha with another quality pinch. We've seen that time and time again out of Alpha, just that pinch along the side wall to send the ball screaming downfield. It's a good way to relieve pressure instantly. So too is that. The demolition from K-Dop taking out Khaled, who is right back in the play and right there to stop Alpha and to meet Fairy Peak. And Saudi Arabia trying to force the issue. That newfound aggression. Will it be enough to get them back into this series against France? Salvage anything at all out of this. A literal must-win for the tournament.
Oh, he's got it!
And Khaled gives them a tie game.
It just gets bundled up in the air. Khaled with a massive clear. Fairy Peak can't win the ball. He was expecting to dump it over to K-Dop, and Alpha can't get back in time. Khaled will get credit. But Saudi Arabia giving themselves a shot here with 99 seconds to go here in this third and crucial game for Saudi Arabia, possibly their last of the day, possibly France's last of the day. Saudi Arabia would love to go a little bit further, get another couple games.
Well,
they need another couple of goals at the very least here.
Yeah, if they can't win this game, it is their last meaningful game of the day. They would be playing to play spoiler just a little bit later on today. Again, their last series up against the Netherlands. Stifled by the defense of Germany, stifled at times, for the most part, by the defense here of France, who have done it now twice to Saudi Arabia and frustrating the Netherlands defensively. But they're in it here in Game 3 with still time to salvage their tournament at the Intel World Open. Ahmad in a real tough spot on the near side, just able to get in the way, but here's Fairy Peak to do it again.
And you close your eyes, you see France, you hear that France scored. Who is it going to be? Of course it's going to be Fairy Peak. Just take it out, and Alpha, again, I know I go on about he's not scored, but it's so key in that play, just to take out the defenders and allow Fairy Peak clear entry and clear landing to get that one down on the runway. 2-1 for France, 40 seconds to go. If Saudi Arabia can bounce back, they need to do it damn quickly.
The last time Alpha 54 scored, the Eiffel Tower was just a sketch on a blueprint. Senzo, right at K-Dop. Another quality stop out of the defense of France. Saudi Arabia has to throw caution to the wind. Alpha got this away initially and then past the last man coming up, forcing Ahmad all the way back to restart. Senzo still way downfield. Set it up for Ahmad. Khaled coming on, and that last touch just played it away from him. France can roll it out with 1 second left. Khaled's got to keep it in the air, but Ahmad is right there. The spacing's not great. France completes the sweep, and France goes to 2-0, eliminating Saudi Arabia from contention in the Intel World Open.
Yeah.